Hey folks, it is the grand finals of the PTR tournament. Neeb versus MaxPax, both players with some truly impressive runs to get here. And now we get to see how MaxPax's PvP matches up against the PTR. Void Rays are nerfed, shield batteries are not as aggressive. Does the one gate expand still work? I don't know. We're going to find out. But for now, again, reminder, like, comment, subscribe to this video on YouTube. It really does help out with the algorithm and puts this video in front of more faces, and that allows me to continue to grow. And also, I stream live every Monday evening, 7 p.m. Eastern, on Twitch, and every Saturday afternoon for 3 p.m. Eastern for the Apprentice Cup, 10 p.m. Eastern for EPT Korea, and then any apprentices is going to be starting up soon midweek, and then other stuff as it does occur, like this tournament that happened on the 13th of March. So make sure to check me out. And for now, let's get on to the grand finals. Here we are. It's game one, spawning in the bottom right in the red. He is the best PvPer in Europe for PSISTORM Gaming, MaxPax. In the upper left, in the blue, taking down Solar 3-2 in an absolute banger of a series. He is, for Ting Esports, Neeb. I'm very curious to see how this goes. So Curious Minds is map 1. Map 1, or Curious Minds, is a one-gate expand map. I don't expect this one to change how the game gets played because, well, it's a low ground ramp. You can wall it off fairly safely. You're fine. So, the question, Neeb, is Neeb going to go aggressive with this, though? He has stolen a gas, and that does tend to mean there is an aggressive opportunity because you just know your opponent will not be able to produce as much gas stuff as you, as much tech, which is often a linchpin of these early aggressive options. And Neeb is blocking off the wall as well, so at least he's trying to convince MaxPax that he's going to do something crazy. Do something crazy. Do something crazy. And Neeb, okay, so he's going to drop a Stargate, not in the wall, though. And there is always room for Neeb, on this map in particular, to just build his units on this side of the map and rally them across and do good things. But for now, the gateway will not get blocked. And it did force a Zealot out at the very least, but there already is a Zealot for Neeb, and there will be a Stalker on the way. Okay, but Neeb is actually going to block this again. He allowed the pylon to run a second. I thought I didn't see that, but anyway. Neeb has a pylon there now, and that does mean that there is no wall. What do we see coming out of... We don't see anything out of the Stargate. The Zealot is dead, or Oracle's popping out here. I feel like all of this is just one big mind game for Neeb. I think that this is weird, but I feel like it's just one big mind game. Because this is just an Oracle, this is not an all-in. And MaxPax, now it's his turn to get aggressive, dropping a pylon down, but it's only going to be the pylon for now, as of course the Stalker has found it. So a couple workers will go down, as we will eventually see the gas go down here as well. Neeb is going to take some significant damage on this Oracle, going down to about half HP, but he also sees the Stalkers running across the map, so he knows what's up there. And he knows MaxPax will have to be somewhat defensive in his play. Maybe keep a Stalker back home, keeps two Stalkers back home, something like that. But for now, the Stalkers, they're getting aggressive. There's a shield battery and eventually a second Stalker coming out here as well. But look at this. Neeb going double Oracle in the face of 3-gate aggression from MaxPax. Okay. Actually, I like so second Oracle is out. And this is... Oh, okay. So, yeah, this is just going to be defensive Oracles for stasis traps. This is pretty cool. So Stalkers run on forward. Oh, they get them all. Oh, he gets them all. That's really cool. Now, actually, you can't surround him. You can't run down. But this buys so much time right now. And so I believe that was a gateway that will now get canceled. First Void Ray is going to be out soon enough, but we actually don't have... I feel like Neeb is kind of underestimating this just a little bit. The shield battery is just going to go down. There's so many Stalkers here. a depth shade into the main base. Oracles are not where they need to be, but probes have to get pulled. And now there's a Void Ray out, sure, but yeah. Neeb in the bottom right, in the red. He's up 1-0 in this series for PSISTORM Gaming. The Secret Prince, MaxPax. In the upper right. In the blue, he's down 1 in this series, looking to equalize things. Turn this into a best of 3. He is, for Ting, Neeb. MaxPax again, he will go for low ground expand. And this is actually where I'm really curious as to how this one works out. Because, again, MaxPax low ground expand. He relies on Stargate units. He relies on Void Rays to make sure that he's able to stay alive. You'll see him actually cancel Warp Gate most of the time and say, okay, well, I got less gateways, but I have Stargates. I have Void Rays. I have shield batteries. I'm going to be fine. And just get a delayed Stargate or Warp Gate eventually after he holds. I don't know that that is going to be possible anymore. Not really. Because, just if you think about it, right? MaxPax, you're going to have, Void Rays are going to take 6 seconds longer, unchronoed, 4 seconds longer, chronoed. They cost 50 minerals more. And in a hold that he doesn't always succeed in, by the way, this is not a 100% thing where this is just the counter. This is a difficult thing to do. Adding in, say, 150 minerals into the cost of things. Once you get to 3 Void Rays, adding in an additional 12 seconds of build time, that may be the difference between victory and defeat. But for now, MaxPax, he's going to try it. For Stargate on the high ground, which is nice. Of course, on 2000 atmospheres, you can wall off with 2 structures instead of 3, which means no longer do you have to be worried about, well, I lose the Stargate, I lose the game, is how on a lot of these maps, say, it's a good example. Yeah, even Curious Minds is a really good example. It's how MaxPax loses that because he'll put the Stargate in the wall and then his opponent kills the Stargate. And that's how that one ends up. But Neeb, okay. Looks like he's at least pretending to take a natural right now. He's got a Twilight coming on down. And he may look to get a little bit aggressive with these Stalkers early, but it's not going to be anything incredibly substantial, incredibly influential. So MaxPax realizing, okay, well, he's got Stalkers at home, and he's not running across the map to try to kill me immediately. It will be Oracles on the menu for MaxPax. We'll have to see whether that works out, as the Adept will not find its way in the high ground, as should be, as we expect in a high-level PvP. So Oracle out on the map here. And looks like Neeb actually wants to get aggressive with Blink. And most importantly, he sees the Oracle. On the flip side, though, MaxPax is aware that this is a pylon going down. So this is 3-gate Blink coming in from Neeb here. Not actually going to go for the natural. He's going to try to break his opponent. And I'm very curious to see how this one works out, as the probe will not go down. There we go. It's dead. And there's the gateway. So 4-gate, actually. 4-gate Blink is going to be the name of the game for Neeb in this game, number 1. His Blink is only about halfway done, so anything he does right now is going to have to be rather unsubstantial for the most part. Just kind of poke at the edge of things, maybe force some shield battery energy. And it's very good, very, very good for MaxPax that he scouted this out, because Void Rays have been his hold traditionally. And he has a little bit of time now. Stream says it's semifinals. Fixed. There we go. Thank you very much, Bane Supper. For the man who eats Banes. I eat Banes. My Zerglings, and then I'm sad. Now, Blink is done in 5 seconds. The Stalkers can run on forward. Not a single Stalker should go down just yet. How many shield batteries do we have? That's a really big question. It looks like it's only 2 for now. Third one is on the way, as well as... No, sorry. Third one's on the main base. There's a cannon going down in the natural, which adds a significant amount of DPS in the early game, surprisingly so. And the Oracle continues to try to find things. We will see the stasis trap not complete. Oh, no, never mind. Neeb, he missed microed. He will get the Oracle, but that's half of his mineral line not mining anymore. Look at the Stalkers. They say, to hell with your static defense in the natural. Let's blink in the main. Oh, Neeb, you're smart. Secret Agent Neeb, he's going to move in. One shield battery goes down, and he can do this as long as he wants. He has this sentry here, just kind of sitting back, regenerating energy. One shield battery going down already is a problem. Imagine if he'd gotten the pylon, though. That would have been the biggest of deals. But now shield battery overcharge is popping. There are a lot of stalkers here. We do have one tap potential. Oh man, I never was a Brood War guy. I got into StarCraft in 2013. So now the gateway does go down, so a little bit less defensive ability, but most importantly, easier for Neeb now to wedge his way on in. More room to run these stalkers to make sure that they get a concave. But again, more and more static defense on the way. Does the Sentry have energy again? Oh, wait, stalkers blink forward. Did we lose the Void Ray? No, we did not. So not exactly the most impactful change. The Sentry getting closer and closer to having that hallucination energy that it does need, which is, I think we're going to see Neeb actually blink in the main base this time. It was a cool idea in the natural, and he will get the gateway, he will get the cyber, but more and more stalkers warping in, of course. It's only about a 10 army supply lead. We're starting to see some stat defense go down as Neeb pretty much bursts it down in one shot. And again, the sentry getting very close. Hallucination coming in now. Stalkers blinking in the main base. Do they do this, though? Yes, they do. We're going to see one Void Ray go down. Shield battery overcharge gets popped. Actually, no Void Rays go down. Now it's going to be one. Now it's going to be two. But that is so expensive here for Neeb. He doesn't have blink off cooldown in a second. Now he's going to slowly blink backwards. And of course, shield battery overcharge was spent, which means Neeb maybe make something happen in the natural. And no, he says, I am actually in a fairly good spot here. Let me make my way. Let me stay on the high ground. Let me own this position. Shield battery overcharge, of course, it was spent. The shield battery only has half energy now, but there is a cannon defending the north side. Not the easiest thing for Neeb to push on in, but there we go. Void Ray goes down. Neeb, he's broken MaxPax in this game. The second one is going down. 24 army supply to 12, and there is just not a lot here. The Zealot doing what it can, but Neeb, he ties the series up 1-1. In the upper left, in the red. Tied up in this series. Amazing. He is from PSISTORM. MaxPax. His opponent in the bottom right. In the blue here, tied up, again, one apiece. Really well played in that game number 2. Dancing like a ninja. Do ninjas dance? I don't know. He is for Ting. Neeb. Okay, so again, single gate expand coming in from both players. Well, sorry. Single gate on the low ground. Coming in for Neeb, for MaxPax. Doesn't mean they're going to expand. And now, oh, Neeb going for a double gate low ground expand. That is interesting. This does give him a little bit more aggressive potential. Again, it does not mean he's going to expand. And this is a full wall here. So the pro of MaxPax, I'm not locked in here with you. You're locked in here with me. But also because this is a full wall, if you want units on the map, you want to be able to do something with them. So you rally them out, which means this probe is going to be undealt with for quite a while. MaxPax though, he's taking the gold. This game's gonna get weird, folks. I love it. You'll love to see it. So technically single gate. I feel like this may be a little too greedy even for MaxPax, because this is a double gate setup for Neeb. This probe may kill it. Gotta do something. Eventually this pylon, eventually this probe will kill the pylon, and that would be a bit of a problem. But again, this is 2 gates versus 1 already. Neeb putting a pylon in the middle of the map. I think we're just going to see a pure 3 gate, and yeah, Stars are getting warped in, but oh, this is actually going to be, this is cool. So notice what Neeb is doing here. He says, okay, I'm going to drop a pylon outside of the 3rd base, and I'm also dropping a pylon at the Zelnaga tower. What this means is, first and foremost, it's going to be harder for you to deal with. Second of all, it means I can warp in both locations, and I can put pressure on both locations. And also, I don't know. Oh, okay, never mind. MaxPax just got this, so this robo will be denied. But the stalkers are out on the map now, so actually, wait. This may not be, because there are 2 Stalkers out on the map right now from Neeb. He's going to find his way in. Second pylon will get dropped here. So Zealot is not... Actually, this is a dead Stalker. Nice trade here for Neeb to start. He's going to find a second Stalker as well. Good micro should keep both of these Stalkers from Neeb alive. And then it's going to be 2 Stalkers to 0, but no. Okay, Shield Battery is going to do a great job of making sure that these things happen. We see another pylon going down, a gateway going down. So this is going to be the crux of things at the third base, or the third base position from MaxPax. But there we go. The Robo is done. More Stalkers are going to show up. And now this Stalker's been kind of boxed in just a little bit. 1 shot, 2 shot. Is it going to be able to get it? No. Shield Battery is there, but I feel like you almost take this fight just to drain the Shield Battery energy. I feel like that is the play. But this is 3-gate Robo coming in from Neeb in this game, and he has a big timer on it. If this base is allowed to mine consistently, it's going to be a big problem. But now this gateway is just this pylon, he's not even going to target it down because the probes, they're all dying. Stalkers get warped in, and Shield Battery Arbitrage does get popped. Actually, great Citizens Arrest here. 1 Stalker will die now, but still, it's 3 Stalkers versus so many. First Immortal is out on the map, and this base does not matter if it's not properly mining. You have it, sure, you're fine. But again, if it's not mining, it does not matter. So the Stalkers are going to run forward. Immortal as well, tapping the Stalkers down. 1 and 1 and 1. There's just no army here for MaxPax anymore. It's only 2 army supplies going down to 0. And sure, the probe's getting pulled. They're trying to make something happen. And Stalkers, they get warped in. But it's just a surround. MaxPax just a little bit too greedy. Neeb, he takes game number 3. In the upper right, in the red, he's down a map, taking us to game number 5, hopefully for PSISTORM Gaming, MaxPax. In the bottom left, in the blue, he's up 2-1, hitting with a really crisp 3-gate Robo in that game number 3 for Ting, Neeb. All right, so MaxPax, he's cannon rushing here in this game number 4, and that's obnoxious as hell. So Neeb, he's gonna go for, looks kind of like the counter cannon rush build. What is Neeb doing? Okay, so looks like he's gonna try to pull probes and prevent something from going up on the high ground. Where's the Zealot rallied? Is Neeb just gonna prox? What is Neeb doing here? So there are a couple of responses to cannon rushes. You can go and, well, you can pull your probes, you can try to make that happen, but Neeb walled himself in, so that's not a thing. You can go and, let me build a Stalker out here, I think. Okay, so Neeb is proxy Stargate, trying to take advantage of the lack of tech from MaxPax. But I believe this gateway goes down before the Stalker pops out. Now, we do have a chrono, but Neeb's saving all of his chronos to try to make sure that this Stargate goes up. Has MaxPax scouted this? He is not. Probe actually, in probe-on-probe combat, MaxPax wins, Neeb wins this fight. So that's actually really big. He's not going to scout where the Stargate is. The gateway is down, which is a problem. Now, we will see the Zealot try to zone this probe out, but we will start to see the cannons creep forward because the Zealot does not outrange things. You really needed that Stalker. Neeb was really relying on that Stalker to make something happen. And now he's building Void Rays. More consistent DPS, of course. But also, they don't kill probes as quickly. And MaxPax still hasn't got it. The one spot on the map. Look at this. This is the shape of things. It's literally the one spot on the map that MaxPax is not scouted is the spot that has happened. But now, okay, so oh, wait a minute. This is big. You pull probes here. Neeb has to just pull probes. Kill the pylon before it pops up. There we go. This stops the push right here. Well done, Neeb. He got the pylon down, and even if the cannons shoot for a second, it does not really matter because they're not going to last all that long. Really, Neeb should have pulled probes earlier. But now the pylon is down once again. Once again, the pylon's down, and Neeb just has to... I feel like Neeb has to just consistently pull probes. Pylon on high ground, pylon on the low ground. But this is not going to work now. Okay, but meanwhile, Void Ray's on the other side of the map. Cannon's actually in a really good spot to prevent things from happening, but this is a single solitary pylon that is going to get targeted fired on down here. So The game is getting rather complicated. We will see more pylons more and more pop on up, and this one pylon is a little bit better defended, but the Stalker will not arrive. Just barely not arrive. And now it's 2 Void Rays. Now life is even more complicated. And sure, a Stalker will pop out now, but MaxPax, or excuse me, Neeb should just be able to pop and kill that, and certainly the pylons will go down. More and more shield batteries on the way as well, but Void Rays can get behind there and cause some significant problems. These shield batteries do not get up. So now it's a question of who pushes whose base faster. This pylon goes down once again. That's not a big question, and Neeb is just gonna kind of sit behind here for the moment. Now so now the cannon is dead, so this Stalker should die as well. Trying to make something happen, and now another cannon pops up. Prismatic alignment is going to get popped, so yeah, there we go. Cannon is not going to be up all that much longer. Is that a pylon? No, it's not. It's a shield battery. More and more cannons. Or wait, what's powering this? Oh, there we go. But it doesn't matter because MaxPax, he falls down. Neeb takes the finals 3-0.